In the last episode, I set myself the objective of winning a stage at the Vuelta with Kern-Pharma, and well, we have already done it. On stage 6, Ibon Ruiz won the stage in Junquera, a massive win from the breakaway for the team. So what's next? Well, competing in the GC is of course going to be difficult. We have a few riders within about 2 minutes. I think Pablo Castrillo, definitely our best rider for a GC bid. If we can get a top 10, that would be fabulous. Might try and chase that KOM jersey, as well as, of course, trying to just win as many stages as possible. As you can see by this screen, there aren't many sprinters stages coming up at all. There's one more flat stage before the final time trial in Madrid for the entirety of the rest of the Vuelta. We're on stage 6. So today we finish in Cordoba. Maybe a chance for the sprinters who can get over this hill right here, but uber steep percentages. Another incredibly steep uphill finish in Cazorla is followed by the biggest mountain stage of the race so far on stage 9, medium mountains on stage 10, and then we have a very punchy stage on stage 11. It is all hills, mountains and climbs. Okay, I decided against going in the breakaway today, and I'm kind of regretting it. Obviously, we have Pau Macau, and he is right there in the KOM standings, only 2 points behind Jonathan Lastra of Cofidis. But an 11 rider group have made their way up the road. You can see the riders there. And yeah, kind of regretting not joining it too. But obviously, absolutely not our job to control this group. We're going to leave it purely up to the big World Tour teams. And as we approach the finish line for the first time today, I think that's probably a good decision because these guys have that breakaway under control. The gap is 45 seconds as young Vinokourov gets dropped. Okay, just a few riders left in the breakaway. This climb is actually called the Alto del 14%, and you can see why. Look at these ramps, 12% right now for Edith Skelling. Now up to 14, 15%. But I have tried to keep Pau Macau near the front at the top of this climb. I want some KOM points, but Jack Haig attacks, making this very, very difficult. But if we get second here, I do think we take the jersey. And finally, after 7 stages of trying, we move into polka dots. And by the way, the World Tour teams had to pace so hard that Kian Urchbooks was on the front today. He is now out of GC, dropping out the back today. And Timon Arensman as well. What are these guys doing? 10k to go then, 152 riders in the front group. This is going to be a reduced sprint, and my man Pau Macau is ready to go on the back of our train. And we're all over the front of the peloton right now. The man I need to watch out for though is in yellow, but where is Wout van Aert? Not exactly sure where Wout van Aert is right now. Van Aert is so far back in the peloton, can't see him winning from there today. Okay, so now we focus on our lead out. It's Iribar on the front, Narvaez is here, Scielmosa, Cron is here as well, Nico Denz is here for Red Bull. Here comes Jay Vine upping the tempo. Iribar leading out Soto, who's now going to lead out Pau Macau into the final kilometre. Narvaez kicks, but Macau in a great position. Can we hold off the earlier Maglia Rosa in the season at the Giro d'Italia? No, we can't. He is way stronger than Pau Macau, and Jonathan Narvaez wins stage 7 at the Vuelta. We are down in 7th place. Only 7th place in the end. For a moment I thought we had a chance of a really exciting result, but the points we took at the KOM finally catapult Macau into that polka dot jersey. We're also 2nd place in the points jersey. Pau Macau having a fantastic race so far. On to stage 8, uphill finish today in Cazorla, and of course Primoz Roglic is the massive favourite for a finish like this. And finally a look at us in a jersey at the Vuelta España. Pau Macau is the man. And so I decided to save our guys' energy in the peloton today. There's no one in this breakaway able to overtake Macau with just 5 points available. But again, I've made a mistake, guys. I've regretted not going in the breakaway. There are 10 minutes between the peloton and this group, and it's definitely looking like they'll be able to compete for the stage. Quinton Pache, what a chance for him. Same for Kenny Elissonde. Honestly, I'm so annoyed with myself. Can't believe I didn't just throw a rider into the breakaway today. A great opportunity missed. We have 12k to go in the peloton. The guys at the front have just 4k to go. So jealous of them competing for a stage win. Thomas de Gent is up here, and actually Quinton Pache has some making up to do. But today is now about surviving as best we can with Barade and of course Pablo Castrillo in the GC group. Patili sprinting for the line. Pache trying to make up for it in the finale, but I do think it's going to be a win for one of these guys at the front. Pache trying to come late, but Simone Patili gets the win, and that could have been us at the front. Damn it. No real major attacks in the end, bar a sprint for the line. All our guys can go for it. I don't think there's going to be any major gaps today. I'm not sure why Red Bull didn't pace for the stage, because that would have been an easy dub for Roglic. Roglic taking a few seconds, and there are some time splits here. You can see our guys all in this split at 9:39. Very good finish ahead of the likes of Yates. I mean, Gegenhardt's here as well. Some very good riders finished behind us today, and that does mean the GC picture looks like this. Castrillo 26th, Mikel and Ruiz 15th and 21st respectively. But I am so annoyed we didn't go in the breakaway. We will not be making that mistake again. And that starts on stage 9, the massive stage to Granada. You can see the climbs we have in store today, and a downhill descent run into the line. Anything could happen on this day. Let's go. Yep, no messing about today. Red Bull trying to control things on the front, but it looks like a 13 rider group are going to come together. We have 4 riders up the road trying to make up for what we lost out on yesterday, and we have some good options here. Gutierrez 76 mountain on the day, Para on a decent day as well, but I've noticed Louis Meintjes and Max Poole, 2 incredibly strong riders, are going to join us here. Okay, Pau Macau is second in the points jersey right now, and he is going to take a bonus 20 points here in Granada. That is perfect for us, moving him into the provisional lead of the points classification as well. This man is on fire. And so the gap to Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe is 7 minutes, but they are controlling right now with Nico Denz, so maybe designs on a stage victory. My God, these climbs today are so steep, and we are struggling to hold on. I've been pacing 87 and getting dropped out the back of this group. Max Poole is on a great day, and I've just noticed Lennart van Etvelt as well, another super good rider in this group. So I put Pau Mikel in this group to try and take some KOM points, and this descent right now could be crucial for him, because we want to try and defend this jersey with him as long as we can, even though he's not our rider best suited to it. But as you can see, literally no energy. Can Para bring him to the front of this group? But these guys are simply going to be too strong for Pau Macau. They're just way better on these big climbs. Lennart van Etvelt the first over the top. The percentages we are having today is crazy. Pau Macau is done. So is Ibon Ruiz. We have Gutierrez and Para left at the front, both looking okay as riders from this breakaway drop away, but Lennart van Etvelt and Louis Meintjes look so good. We have 4 left at the very front. Okay, 500 meters to the top of this climb. Just kind of want to stay with Van Etvelt and Meintjes, but we are going to cross first and take all 10 points with Para, 8 with Gutierrez, and put a bit of time into them as well. And guys, look at the state of the GC group. There are 17 riders left at the top, and Barade is still surviving on this -1 day. Such a shame him and Castrillo have had bad race days today. And we have riders to drop back from the breakaway, of course. We have a great chance at a stage here today, guys, because we have Gutierrez pacing for his teammate Para, Van Etvelt and Meintjes trying to close them down, unable to do it so far. It is literally kicking off all over the road because there are now just 7 riders left in the GC. This is the GC group as Adam Yates attacks, and I even think that Joao Almeida has been dropped as Ruiz is going to join on to the back of the group here. Lovely stuff. Yep, Almeida is behind with Scialmosa and Barade in this group with this guys. He can just sit up here because this is company we should really not be in, I think. And by the way, Scialmosa and Almeida slowly bringing Barade back to the front of the race. And now we have Ibon Ruiz to help him as well. Anyway, Gutierrez, my man, we salute you. You are now done for the day. What a ride in the service of his teammate Jose Felix Para, who is now going to go solo in search of a Vuelta España stage victory as Lennart van Etvelt tries everything to close this gap now. And actually, Van Etvelt has now caught Pala at the front of the race. 3k to go to the top of this climb, and he is here sitting on our wheel. Louis Meintjes is gone for the day. It is going to be 2 riders fighting for the stage. Pala trying to test Van Etvelt, but the Belgian responds. Can he hold the wheel as we continue to tempo at 75? No, he can't, and Jose Felix Pala is riding solo, potentially to a Vuelta España stage victory. Behind, Barade is pretty cooked. He is going to get dropped from this group. Ibon Ruiz trying to stay with them, but this is so hard as Roglic tempoing. What a stage today, guys. So Pala crosses the climb in first place. He has over a minute to Lennart van Etvelt. Let's just stay on our bike and ride solo to victory. An epic day of racing here at the Vuelta a España, but Pala now has over 90 seconds to Lennart van Etvelt, who is not going to close that gap despite his incredible strength as a rider, and we are going to pick up stage win number 2 at this race. Pala can see the finish line now, 2k to go. He can start to think about his celebration as he crosses under the Flamme Rouge, guys. Let's enjoy this moment. Kern-Pharma going to win a stage at the Vuelta a España. He loves it. Pala celebrates. It's the biggest win of his career. He wins stage 9 of the Vuelta. And it's chaos behind in the GC group as Rodriguez, Landa and Almeida try to gain time on Roglic and the like. Gutierrez trying to hold on for 4th place on the day, and he is going to. What a ride by him. No. Oh no, I don't believe it. Okay, so we get the stage win. I am buzzing about that, but guys, we celebrated too early. Jose Felix Pala had the opportunity to ride into the red jersey, and we fall short by 6 measly seconds to Primož Roglic. It totally slipped my mind that the red jersey might be up for grabs. We're now second in the GC, which is the positive, but the negative is we've missed out on a famous red jersey. Anyway, forget about that for a moment. We now lead the points jersey and the mountain jersey with Pala as well, more of a genuine climber than Pau Mikel. We somehow lead the team classification. We've won 2 stages at this race. It's been a huge success already, and now maybe Pala's goal has to be to try and survive in that GC. And as you know, the climbs don't stop here on stage 10. Roglic again is the favourite, and that's no surprise looking at the parcours. So obviously we put 4 riders in yesterday's breakaway. Probably not the most realistic move, I suppose, when the other teams all had 9 riders altogether. Anyway, we only have 2 riders up the road today. It is finally the chance of Pablo Castrillo to go in the breakaway. Now he is out of GC for good. He's here with Stefan Kung and Pau Mikel in that green jersey, trying to join up with the breakaway. And what about Jose Felix Pala, followed by Roglic? And it's only 6 seconds between them. We want that jersey. But in the peloton, they're not happy with the number of riders trying to get up the road. Pau Mikel already dropped, and Castrillo is struggling for energy, as you can see. So finally things settle down a little bit in the breakaway, which finally is clear. 3 minutes, and it's 10 riders in the end. Probably the riders to look out for: Lorenzo Fortunato and Christian Rodriguez of Arkea Samsic. Although Jose Felix Pala is currently the leader in that KOM jersey for our team, I do think Castrillo could be our man in this competition. He does have that better medium mountain as we now attack for this first KOM of the day. Can we pick up some points at least? It's going to be pretty good finish there, but not many. Pala's still in the lead though. Okay, chance for us now at the second KOM sprint of the day, trying to come to the front. Will Gotson Martin try to go over me? No, he won't. Here we go, Castrillo leading from the front. There goes Martin. Kung, they're just quicker than us, to be fair. Maybe Castrillo with that lower sprint rating, not the rider for that KOM jersey. Alright, approaching the Alto de Mugas, and it is Castrillo in this group. 7 minutes now for this group. Let's try and stay to the front if we can, because there are some riders with teammates here. Fortunato, I'm sure, will attack on this climb. Lopez in the colours of Astana. How much does that remind you of a certain Superman Lopez? But still, no attacks on this final climb of the day yet. So why not change that ourselves? But Lopez still pacing, and whilst he's still here to help out Fortunato, I can't really see it being worthwhile to try and attack. But there you go. Lopez starting to struggle. Maybe this is our moment. There goes Lopez. He's gone. Urlisti is gone for Euskaltel Euskadi, and I think there's no time left to try and attack. There goes Lorenzo Fortunato. We're going to follow him to try and take some points finally at this KOM competition. Can we accelerate over the top of the Italian? Look at the power from Castrillo, and we do take all 10 points there, and that does move us up in that competition, I think, to 11 points just off this screen. And now 6 riders at the front with Christian Rodriguez, one of the better climbers, struggling. And back in the peloton, Jose Felix Pala is going to survive in the red jersey group over this climb. Perfect for us, as at the front, Stefan Kung is trying an attack in this descent. Not going to work, my man. Here we go then, 10k to go. One of these 6 riders is going to win this stage as Stefan Kung attacks. We have Campanets here as well to look out for. Gotson Martin, a rider I really rate as well. Jesus Serrada, who's won plenty of stages. And here we go. Victor Campanets is the man to attack, and I've lost the wheel, going on too slow a tempo, but we do drag our way back in over this final climb to Camponet, Kung and Gotson Martin. Let's sit in the wheel, try and recover as Fortunato and Harada are dropped over the climb. And okay, we're going to sit in the wheels here because we simply are not going to win this in a sprint. All of these riders have a better sprint than Pablo Castrillo. We have Stefan Kung. Let's sit on the back. Let's sit on the back, let the wheels go, play some games, and maybe we need to try a long range attack if we can. Okay, 2k to go. This could be our moment. Here we go. From the back, Pablo Castrillo putting in a massive dig for stage victory. It's not going to be though. Stefan Kung comes round. Here comes Camponet. Gotson Martin going for the stage, and Gotson Martin wins ahead of 2 World Tour riders. What a win for him. 4th place for Castrillo. And as we cut to the group behind, it's not good for us because Primoz Roglic has made his way up the road. The red jersey, Van Aert and Toons further up the road as well, but we are losing time to the red jersey right now with Pala. Can we bring this group in? I don't think so, and Pala is going to lose his chance at the red jersey today, dropping more time to Roglic. What can you say? We tried everything today. Castrillo, it wasn't to be. Probably messed up on that final hill where we could have made the difference. That's where we lost today's stage. But Gotson Martin, really good win for him, as Roglic, as you can see, gaining lots of time on our team, meaning that now Pala drops to 3rd place in the GC, and that is a big error from me. But we still hold polka dots and we still hold the green jersey, so all looking pretty rosy over here. Anyway, finally we have a slightly easier stage, I was going to say, but the ramps on the final climb, again, look absolutely horrendous. So we've had so many breakaway stages so far at this race. The peloton not really interested in stage victories so far, but we're going to try our luck again, putting Irabar in this move. Similar riders here, Stefan Kung trying to make up for his loss yesterday. Okay, Jonathan Lastra, I have noticed, is in this group, and he is dangerous and could maybe take our polka dot jersey from, of course, Jose Felix Parra, 3rd place in GC, holding that jersey at the moment, maybe not at the end of today. So maybe Irabar has to do a job and try to protect that jersey at the next KOM sprints. And to be honest, the peloton are not giving any chances to the breakaway today, so Irabar's main job definitely is to try and protect that KOM jersey without the chance, it looks like, for that stage victory. Okay, 1.5k to go. I'm here waiting for Lastra's move with Irabar. He doesn't go early, and instead it's Lorenzo Fortunato, and we've not timed this well at all with Irabar, and Jonathan Lastra, luckily for us, doesn't come first. 19 points for him now, but Gotson Martin as well is now tied. Okay, no collaboration in the breakaway, so Irabar has gone for a long one here. Let's see who can follow, and yeah, they come straight to our wheel as soon as we attack. Classic. And to be honest, it's in my favour for this breakaway to be caught because we still are clinging on to that KOM jersey. But if Martin or Lastra take any points here, of course, we're going to lose it. So no more pacing from me. Let's see if they pull us to the top. And that is exactly what Jonathan Lastra is doing. Okay, they've gone early here. There's Stefan Kung going on the attack. Irabar is going to follow that. Then I'm going to let the wheel go, make Gotson Martin and Lastra follow that attack respectively. So hopefully they've spent some extra red there. So I'm just hanging to the front. There goes Martin. There goes Martin. And it's a super acceleration from him. Can't really follow it with Irabar. But let's try and come round Lorenzo Fortunato now. No, we can't. Gotson Martin, after winning a stage, is now going to go into the lead of the KOM competition as well. What a race for him. Breakaway caught then. And you can see by my tactics as Irabar drops out the back that I'm really protecting Parra today. He is still 3rd in GC despite losing that time yesterday. And I'm wondering, is there an opportunity for him on this final climb? Alright, coming into the foot of the final climb, and it's Guillaume Martin who has a lead, and look at the percentages here. We're trying to enter in a good position with Parra. Castrillo is here as well for us. Let's try and set a hard tempo. Right, Castrillo, you can pull over. There we go. Mike Woods is now on the attack. Where is Roglic, by the way? Okay, he is to the front, and we're just going to make this difficult for a moment with Parra on the wheel of Gutierrez. Don't have much red left to attack, but now we have to try it. And Parra is on the attack, searching for some seconds in the GC, which would miraculously put him into the red jersey. But of course, we're not able to drop these guys. So Parra leads the peloton down the descent. Only 4k to go to the line, and we do have Paul Mikel here, who isn't on a great day, but of course he does have that kick to the finish. So Pala just getting the wheel of someone like Giulio Ciccone. Let's see if Pau Mikel can pull off another miraculous stage win, because Roglic is on his wheel. Jonathan Narvaez is here too. Let's get in his wheel. Perfect timing with Castrillo, but I'm sure we can't follow the Ecuadorian. And here we go. Here comes Castrillo, and here comes Mikel to the finish line, but Narvaez just too strong. Great lead out by Ineos, and I think we're going to snag just outside the top 3, 4th place and 5th for us today. So, not a bad way to end today's episode, with 2 riders in the top 5, and I make that 6 in the top 20 as well. We do get a little time gap at the front here, so Pala was very vigilant there, unlike on yesterday's stage. Staying in 3rd place in the GC, 54 seconds is the gap to Roglic now. And sadly, I do fear our chance of red has gone. But our chance of a good GC result are definitely not out the window, because we have a few minutes buffer to 10th place. And that has to be the goal, I think, for Pala in the rest of the race. I mean, 73 mountain, he has a terrible time trial rating as well. So I think we'll lose all of that buffer to the top 10 in the final time trial, but we have to give it our best shot. Pretty cool to see 3 invited teams, or 2 invited teams and 3 invited riders in the top 3 of the mountains classification as well. Of course, Mikel holding on to that points jersey, and if he wins that ahead of the likes of Van Aert or Roglic, it would be a miracle. So that's where we're going to leave today's episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, smash like if you did, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.